Nothing bad has went into the water. It's all on ground. The water is so high that the tracks are practically in the water. More details on that coming right up. We also got a natural gas pipeline explosion. Insane huge, and you'll never believe how this started. A little bit of SHTF news and awareness coming right up. For those of you that are brand new, welcome to our awesome community and here at Riverside Homestead, where we give you prepping tips, emergency preparedness how-tos, and we deliver news and awareness that could affect you. If you happen to find value in that, be sure to hit the notification bell so you guys can stay up to date. Let's jump into this one. So like I said, we thought we were kind of coming over the horizon and out of the smoke of all of these crazy industry fires, train derailments, because it'd been kind of quiet a little bit, and then we get hit with back-to-back events. We got a lot of great people writing in, giving me some tips on what's going on out there. Roberta writes in and tells me about this train derailment.
And Thursday afternoon in Crawford County, sending some of the train cars into the Mississippi River.
I'm not sure if you guys noticed that, but straight out of the gate, where is this train located? It's not only along a river, but it's practically in a river. It's got water on one side, and it's got water on the other side.
Part of the river is at moderate flood stage due to snow melt, but one county official said the tracks were above water at the crash site. 4 crew members received medical attention, but no serious injuries were reported. Some of the cars were carrying lithium-ion batteries. The ones that ended up in the river contained paint. Crawford County officials said the derailment doesn't pose a risk to the river or nearby communities, and there is no need for residents to evacuate. The cause is still being investigated.
Now, like I said, look at this picture. You've got 2 on the tracks, 2 off the tracks, 2 on the tracks, 2 off the track. And you're telling me that the paint and the batteries were hopscotched through that section? It says right here, 2 of the 3 locomotives and some unknown number of cars carrying freight of all kinds were involved. 2 containers went into the Mississippi River. Neither contained hazardous materials. Only two in the river. Reported everywhere, only 2 cars in the river. Well, I guess the portion on the other side of the tracks is not considered the river. But you guys all know that that's part of the river. That water didn't get there by itself, which means contaminants can get back over the other way just the same way the water came that way. And the cars that are in the river on the other side that isn't the river are containing other stuff. But everything you'll see on the media, 2 cars in the river, nothing bad went in the river. Even New York Times just bluntly says it right out front. Freight train derails in southwest Wisconsin. The train, which carried lithium-ion batteries, derailed near the village of De Soto, Wisconsin, sending containers into the Mississippi River, but causing no environmental damage, the officials said. And that's the big slogan on this train derailment. Only 2 cars in the river, no environmental damage at all. And some would say, something ain't right. Remember, lithium-ion batteries, which are explosive, and the train destined for Chicago was carrying lithium-ion batteries, paint, and oxygen containers, all which are flammable and pose a threat to the environment. But remember, only 2 cars in the river.
Always wanted to create your own internet radio station, but found it too complicated? With Radio King, it's never...
Only 2 cars in the river. Now, we got this gas line explosion, and I'll tell you about that here in a minute, but let's check this out. So as you can see, this is drone footage from Fox Business. We've got cars in the water. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, like I said, you got water on both sides of the tracks. I mean, some of these tracks look like they're basically submerged, right? Pretty insane. That's some pretty good footage right there. But yeah, remember guys, only 2 cars in the river. 2 cars in the river, and then we've got segments of this same scenario over and over. I mean, look, seriously, water on both sides of the tracks, yet only one side is considered the river. Like they don't connect. And here's a good image for you. Look in this photo. What do you see in that middle section? Do you see the rainbow? Look at the rainbow in the water and tell me nothing is in the water. I'm serious. These folks out there think everyone is stupid. Now, there's reports of stuff that they don't want in the water that stayed on the land. You guys saw how much land there is there between the rivers and rivers and rivers. And then another crazy thing that I'm getting reports on today is this huge pipeline explosion, a gas pipeline. Headline reads, fire out at natural gas pipeline compressor station in Alcorn County. Like I said, you guys aren't going to believe how this thing started, and some people are questioning that. Here in this photo here, you can see fire burning at the compressor station on a Columbia Gulf natural gas pipeline east of Corinth during a thunderstorm. Picture and video by Philip Trest. Like I said, before we get to the controversy on this, let's see how it reads. Alcorn County, lightning is believed to have started an overnight fire at a compressor station on a natural gas pipeline east of Corinth. Firefighters from Farmington showed up in response to the fire around 1 a.m. Friday. In quotes, it says the fire units on scene driving up to the gate noticed there was product that was coming out of an overflow pipe that was probably sheared off by the lightning strike. Said Alcorn County Emergency Management Director Ricky Gibbons. Philip Trest lives about 1.5 miles from the compressor. He said he saw the sky growing over the nearby trees and heard what sounded like a jet engine. According to Trest, he initially saw the bolt of lightning and heard a loud clap of thunder. After about 10 to 15 seconds, he realized he wasn't hearing thunder. Trest said that he called 911, drove towards the compressor station. Columbia Gulf Transmission said no one was hurt in the fire, and they're working to get the natural gas flowing again through the section of pipeline. Conclusion, it says the compressor station helps move natural gas through the Columbia Gulf's pipeline, which runs from Louisiana coast through Mississippi, Tennessee, and Kentucky. So you guys might be wondering, where's the controversy at? Where's the suspicion? Two applications of controversy. First one is that the lightning didn't shear off the pipe. There's a little bit of controversy out there that that's not what did it. What do you guys think? You think it was the lightning? You think somebody else slipped in there and all the noise and the racket and did something? Was it sabotage? Theory number 2 that I've heard is that it was the lightning. There was definitely a lot of lightning going on. It's interesting that the lightning skipped everything that was tall and hit this pipeline. That seems odd. But those who do believe the lightning did it say that the lightning wasn't an accident. And the suspicion is weather manipulation. Some are saying this concentrated amount of lightning over that certain spot, if so, constructed from who knows who, was deliberate and hoping for a bigger reaction. Either way, the amount of catastrophes, accidents, explosions, derailments, to me seems a little bit abnormal. Abnormal meaning there's way too many. What do you guys think? Sure to share this out. Make sure that communities in that area know about this, because what I'm thinking about is contamination. In one situation, you got more water probably getting contaminated. In the other situation, you got more toxic fumes